Hi, good afternoon everybody. Cuckoo Chicken's here. This is Monday afternoon and Cuckoo Chicken's here. Sue's here. Say hi, Sue. Hi, Sue. The lucky dogs, Abby, she's sitting down below here, and Cassie is on Sue's lap. So yeah, Cuckoo Chicken wanted to know if hey, could I come and do the opening? So I said sure, come on over. So UK's here, Ted's here. So welcome to the crazy coffee chap on Monday afternoon. Been a nice day, cooled down a little bit there, and so just we can tell fall's in the air. Okay, hey Google, it's not good morning, good day. Okay Google, good day. She don't answer me.
Hi, Lucky Dog. It's good to hear you. It is 6 p.m. Right now in DeLand it's 84 and partly cloudy. Tonight, it's predicted to be 78 and partly cloudy. By the way, you need to set out trash. Have a wonderful day.
She always tells me to set out the trash on Monday because that is when we set out the trash on Monday. So trash is already set out and we're all set. So I'm glad to see everybody coming on this afternoon. Chilly 61 degrees there in Tedland. That's up in Pennsylvania. I talked to my sister earlier in Ohio, and she said it was like in the 60s. Said it was 40 some the other morning. Gosh, that's really cold. Brr, for us that is a cold winter day. So but yeah, you know, Florida, you know, you can fall in Florida. Can you tell the difference than summer in Florida? Some people say you can't, but you can. You can tell fall in Florida. For one thing, the sun starts setting differently. The love bugs have been out. I don't know if you know what a love bug is, but love bugs, these little bugs that hang together and breed and die, and they're here for 2 or 3 weeks. They're always here at the change of the season, spring and fall. Some of the trees will change a little color. So you see things. The grass is not as green. It's starting to die off, and so you know, it's like, yeah, Sue says you start wearing socks instead of flip-flops. Not quite yet. In another month we will, but you can tell the difference that fall is here. You know, it's when people say there is no difference, it is. So UK say it's like 12C there for you, and that's, I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but fashion, please open up. Hey, I wanted to show. I have this glass, told UK earlier, this glass here was given to my friend from UK. It was the Natwich Beer Festival, and it was in Yorkshire, and this one was in 2012, and I didn't know if UK had heard of this or not, but this is a full pint. He brought this over to me because in the United States, they go 12 ounces. Well, 12 ounces is not a pint. 16 ounces is a pint. It even has, it's marked on the side. It says 1 pint to full line. So so it is a full 16 ounces. So I had to show UK that. So that was pretty cool. And
on the back, show the back too.
Yeah, in the back it says, I get it in the camera right here. I watch I don't spill it on my computer.
Yeah.
And he says, you. And I can't read the rest of it because I can't see it from here.
It's a U something.
But anyways, so this was at a beer festival on it.
It's a U-Tree Inn. That's
U-Tree Inn. So, yeah, Ted says you start seeing a whole different bunch of license plates. That's true. They are just slowly starting to come in. The winter birds come down here and join us for the winter. And so that we get more population increases here, and so we just have more friends. I have a lot of friends that come down during the winter months. Sue's brother Denny, he hasn't been on for a while, but Denny usually comes on here and joins us, but he'll be heading down here Wednesday for the winter months, and he lives over by the Gulf side, so we get more and more people. The population increases. I don't know what the actual stats is, but it does increase there. UK says in the UK their lowest we've ever hit since the year 2000 was 14 Celsius. Okay, Google, what is 14 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
14 degrees Celsius equal 57.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
So that's 57. Oh, minus. So that would, so okay, Google, what is minus 14 Celsius Fahrenheit?
Minus 14 degrees Celsius equals 6.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
So that's 6 degrees, which is cold. But in Ohio, we have gotten down 30 below zero when I lived up there. It's awful. And I suppose Ted will get that up in Pennsylvania too. We'll get down in the you get down in the below zeros, and so that's cold. I'll tell you what, I don't like cold. I can handle heat when it's warm out. I mean, some people don't like the heat. Some people don't like the cold, but I potentially don't mind the heat. I call it warm. It's got to get pretty warm before I call it hot. And this last week, Sanford, next town over here, it was 96. It generally don't get much over 93 here, but it was 96. That was pretty warm. So anyways, UK said in 1996 we hit minus 27. Well, cold. Ted said, yeah, we were about 2 winters ago. It was minus 15 for 2 weeks straight. Oh my gosh, that's just like, you know, I do remember those days when I lived up in Ohio. That I remember one time I used to have a hot tub set outside. It was on a porch, but it was still outside, not heated. And it was 15 below zero, and I went and got in that thing, and it was 104 degrees. Oh, it says, sorry, minus 20. Yeah, that is freezing. Well, it was actually warm out there. Getting in and getting out is the hard part. Getting out's not bad because you're all warmed up, but getting in it, running out there, and I remember having in the snow, running out across the snow, getting in the hot tub, and man, you about freeze your feet off. But once you got in there, it was nice and toasty, and steam would just roll off of it. So yeah, minus 20. So UK says 50,000 people froze to death. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of people. Sad. It is sad, you know. And so it's crazy on it. The Carolinas are still recovering from the hurricane. It was a major water event. Brother said today his rain gauge showed a little more than 25 inches of rain, and he's inland from Myrtle Beach. So, and I seen one report today, and I thought this was terrible. This, I guess it was a lady, was rescuing these animals. I think they were dogs, out, and she took them home and was trying to take care of them. They were left behind, and they arrested her, put her in jail because they said that she stole these animals, but they were in a flood zone. And you know, I really think that's crazy. I hope she retaliates. I hope they actually, I think she shall sue him for that, because she was doing a good thing, you know. And I can't imagine any local official or anything that would do that. It's really terrible, you know. UK says the warmest we ever had as our country will be 65 Celsius. So hey Google, okay Google, what is 65 Celsius in Fahrenheit? What would I do without
65
Google?
65 degrees Celsius equal 149 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's hot. 149 is like, man, that's toasty. Now that is hot.
149? Wow.
See, 65 don't sound so bad, but when you put it in Fahrenheit, it's like 149. Oh my God, that's like, now that's hot. That's hotter than I can stand it. You know, you could fry eggs out there on that, you know. And it's crazy. Hard-boiled eggs, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. Holy Toledo, yeah. Hey, I seen there was, you know, there's all these celebrity sexual assault cases going on. Today, I seen they're sentencing Bill Cosby for he was convicted of this sexual assault. Well, they got a new one now. This came out today that another celebrity has been going to be charged with sexual assault there, and so look at good old Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd and what was that, Yosemite Sam?
Yosemite Sam.
Oh man, so there's another one, breaking news. There's another, another celebrity sexual assault case going on. So it's crazy, you know. Crazy stuff. I don't know with this stuff going on. So
Not Bugs Bunny.
not Bugs Bunny. Well, Ted said, wow, in the UK, so that's 3/4 of boiling. Yeah, it is. They're almost boiling at that point. That's very, very hot. You know. Hey, how many of you guys watched Bugs Bunny? Remember Saturday morning? Saturday morning, you'd get up and watch cartoons. They'd have them on all morning. And Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam, all those were good cartoons. They're not on anymore. They don't have nothing like that on cartoons. Especially Saturday morning is not what it was when I was a kid. You know, we had all those good things on there, but you know, it's crazy. So yeah, Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
Oh damn, yeah. What's up, Doc? Ted was I was gonna say, who is it this time? Yeah, poor old Bugs. You know, he. What do you suppose he'll get? You know, a life without carrots or something. I don't know. He said always. Yeah, crazy things that goes on is really kind of cuckoo. We added another aquarium to our collection. We got another 55 got set it up last week here, and our parrotfish. We'll be going over to that as soon as that tank cycles. So I've been working on that all week. You can see in the background, I stuck up on the TV some fish floating in the background. I can get away with that one because I don't think that one would give me a copyright. Aquarium number 8. Actually, it's 7. One's a fish bowl.
It's still a little.
You know?
It's a little fish tank. That's a big fish tank.
That's a big fish tank. So anyways, we did that. We got an Oscar. We named some of our fish. This is Oscar Meyer. We'll try to get some pictures of it. Oscar Meyer's going to help cycle that tank. He's pretty good. He'll get big. And then, of course, we have Pinky and Patty, the 2 parrotfish in our tank. And then we have Penn and Teller, our iridescent sharks. So that'll all end up in that 55. Eventually, the 20 that they're in will probably have angelfish on it. So UK says, I still watch the new Bugs Bunny cartoons like Wabbit and Looney Tunes. Silly Wabbit. I like those. Those are pretty cool. You know, speaking of cartoons, do you guys ever know where Cocoa Puffs come from? You know, Cocoa Puffs, they have to come from somewhere. And I have a little picture here, Wasky Wabbit. This is where Cocoa Puffs come from. Talk about a silly rabbit, you know. So if you ever wondered where they come from, now if you have rabbits in your backyard, you just go outside there. You can pick up Cocoa Puffs right off the ground. Oh, good God! Yeah, you can go right off the ground and pick Cocoa Puffs up right up. I still have to watch the video you uploaded today. I haven't got. Hey, I'll tell you a little bit. The video I did today was one I had done back, I think, last February, and it wasn't a live chat, but it was one I uploaded for my live chat, if that makes any sense. But I was out at our flying field, which is a very open area out there, and there's a lot of animals. And if you watch this thing, it's called I Think I Heard Bigfoot. And you check this video out. What I did is I brought this one back out again and reposted it. I edited it a little bit and tried to up the volume when you heard the Bigfoot screaming in the background. So if you haven't watched that yet, check it out. Turn your volume up really good and loud so you can hear it really good, and you can hear the Bigfoot in the background screaming. So check that one out. You got to watch this video. That was a Bigfoot. That was a Bigfoot out there. Anyways, check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Do you think that was a coyote? Do you think it was a Bigfoot? or what in the world was it? Because it was eerie. It was almost scary out there on it. So check that video out. We just loaded that one up this morning on. Tess says, "Oh man, I love Cocoa Puffs. I mean, I used to." And Sue says, I like the real Cocoa Puffs and Big Toe. Yeah, they have a big toe. I don't know. You know, there's some of those myths out there. What they got? The Loch Ness Monster. Loch Ness Monster. They got the Abominable Snowman, and they got Bigfoot. And we just watched the newest Jurassic Park movie where they had the dinosaurs and Jurassic World, I believe it was called, and it was okay. It wasn't the best one. The best one was the second one. What do they have? 4 of them now, or
I like the first one.
the first one was good, you know.
I think the first one was the best.
So, anyways, we watched that, and that was kind of weird. But if you've seen it at Jurassic Park, we checked that one out. It was okay. The last one was alright. You know. So, anyways, UK says Big Toe, and then he says, "You know what big feet mean? Big socks." Yeah, flying pigs. You ever see a flying pig? You know, Goat Man. We watched.
These are myths. That's what
These are all myths. You know, flying pigs, Goat Man, the rake. What was it? Saturday night, Spingully. Spingully. Have you ever heard of Spingully? Let me do a quick. How do you spell that, Sue?
S-V-E-N.
No, you gotta go slower than that. Spell it.
S-V-E-N.
G-O.
L-I-E.
L-I-E.
Might be O-O-L-I-E. I'm not sure if there is there.
Here's Spingully. Let's flip this over so you can see what I'm showing here. So this is Spingully. I don't know if any guys familiar with it. He has like a Saturday night program on that. Here's Spingully.com. Let's go to that once. There he is, Spingully. He does a Saturday night movie. He's on MeTV, and he did the what was that movie this way?
I don't remember what it was called. It was
the monster from the Black Lagoon.
It was like the creature from the.
Here it is, right here. The Creature Walks Among Us is going to be this Saturday night. But last week was The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
It was a sequel to it.
It was a sequel to it. Some of that. What was funny, the one they watched this week was they were on the St. John's River, and some reason I recognized that, and then they started talking about it, which is just down the road to St. John's. In fact, if you looked at one of my videos, I did a video at the St. John's River, but he came up out of the St. John's River and carried this girl out. But Spingully, he was another one of these. You remember those old? They were Godzillas and the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and so. Anyways, we stumbled across that Saturday night because there was nothing on. You know, yeah, it was like a fright movie because there was nothing on TV.
If Ted has it, because he's from the Northeast. If you ever heard of Goulardi?
Yeah, if you ever heard Goulardi, that kind of the same thing on it. Grampus, yeah, we watched. Wasn't that crazy movie we watched? Grampus.
Oh yes, we watched.
Wasn't that stupid? Oh my gosh, that was the craziest movie I did see. And Ted says yes, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom is excellent. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. We also watched Spingully movie. And see, I've seen it in theaters and loved it. So when you says when you fart, you poop at the same time. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. So it's 7 Celsius there now. Yeah, that's slender. I'm not sure you mean slender. I'm not slender. But yeah, the Jurassic Park movies, like I said, I liked the first one and the third one, I believe it was. Is there 4 of them?
Yeah, I think this might have been the 5th one.
Anyways, so, you know, I didn't like them all. Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, Slender Man. I saw Spider-Man. That's another myth ones, you know. Ted's I don't think I have that channel, MeTV. We watch MeTV a lot. It's on. We don't have cable. We just have antenna, and the MeTV is one. It comes off the TV antenna a lot. They play a lot of old shows. They'll play Andy Griffith. They'll play Gomer Pyle, the good old shows, and But then the Spengali is on there and has his movies on Saturday night. And I said again, up in our area back in the 60s, 70s, there was Goulardi. He was a host of Friday night movie. And then they turned on to Big Chuck and Little John was on there, and then they also on Channel 43, another one where they had The Ghoul, you know. Oh yeah, Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, I like that.
He was weird with all the fingers for scissors on it. So yeah, there's some crazy. Elvira was a movie host. You know, she was interesting. Oh, I always thought she was kind of sexy, really. You know, Elvira with her long black hair, and but she don't. I don't think see her around anymore.
I don't know. I think she's.
Oh, by the way, I'm drinking V8 juice. So now, if I could have made it a Bloody Mary, but it's just a V8 juice. Yeah, Sue says. Oh, you've never heard of it, so. TV's on Tana TV, yeah. The Incredible Bulk, or Hawk, you know, the green, that was the green. Wasn't he green?
That was the Hulk.
The Hawk.
I don't know about the Incredible Hulk.
Well, in that same one, Incredible Bulk. Maybe they call it different over in the UK, Incredible Bulk, Incredible Hawk. Either way, but yeah, there were some interesting things. Look up the Incredible Bulk. It's a rip-off of the Hawk. All right, just I'll let me see if I can copy and paste this and find it over there.
The Goulardi was in what, the early mid-60s. We were teenagers growing up. He was the host of the Friday night horror flicks, and he was so funny. He was like one of the original beatniks, but crazy cool.
I don't see that. Let me flip that over just for the heck of it and show you what it came up with. Incredible Bulk, and this is what I came up with. Into that, hit the right screen here so we get back to where I was.
Beer 30.
Beer 30. I hit the wrong screen, that's why it went over for a minute. It'll be back? Okay, we're back.
Here we are.
We're back. If I hit the wrong screen, I get weird stuff. Beer 30, Ted, yeah. What just happened? What just happened? I hit the wrong buttons. What happened? I have all these things. If I hit the wrong button, it'll take me to a different thing and it'll change the music, but we're back on it. What beer are you drinking, Ted? What did Ted say he was drinking? Oh, it's beer 30 for Ted. Okay, I see that. I missed it. I like beer. I mean, I wish I had a good beer, but I know I'll end up having Heineken. Okay, Heineken's good. That's a decent beer. I used to drink that off and on.
Me too.
My favorites, though, are really rich porters, stouts. You know, I like Brown's, The Thing. Oh yeah, I remember The Thing.
Yeah.
That was some of the movies that they had on these Saturday night and Friday night shows where they had the hosts, you know, that did it. So, Mirrors. I think I heard of Mirrors. It was a movie. There's so many of them, I can't remember them. You got a good memory, UK. Oh, The Exorcist, yeah.
Oh, that was scary.
Is that the one where her head turned around backwards? Yeah, it's like, yeah, her head spun around backwards, and
There was the Blob.
Constantine.
I don't know.
There was a car. I don't know if you remember the car. Christine. Yeah, Christine. And she chased this person around. And then there was another one, it was a truck, like a semi-truck.
That was the Duel that chased the car.
The Duel, is that what that was?
The Duel. That was the tail end of it was on the other day.
So they were some of these what do you call those, B-rated movies that
movies, yeah.
they had them on, and a lot of the nighttime hosts would show those.
And there's Carrie.
Carrie. Some of the fun part though with these hosts was they was the host himself. The fun things they did.
That was the thing with Ghilardi, yeah.
Yeah, Ghilardi there out of Cleveland. He used to blow up model cars. He blew up everything, and we had a news reporter named Dorothy Fulltime, and he'd make fun of Dorothy Fulltime, and she actually didn't mind it. She kind of seemed like an uppity person, but she really had a sense of humor.
She's an old woman with dyed red hair.
Red hair, just as red as you can get.
Excellent news reporter.
It was her hair was as red as this tomato juice. So it was crazy. So yeah, that was some of the old time. They were fun shows, to watch there. A lot of times, Mom and Dad wouldn't let us stay up that late, but I'd go down to my grandma's house and say, "Hey, Grandma, can we stay up and watch that?" And did your mom and dad let you? Oh, yeah. And she goes, yeah, okay, if they let you. We always lied. So, okay, ever seen The Mist? I have seen The Mist. It's like the fog thing. Oh,
yep, I think so.
I have seen The Mist. That was another interesting one, was The Mist.
Lots of old. Usually just old, not even B movies, even worse than B movies were on Friday nights. Yeah.
Yeah, so... And the movie with bugs flying around and killing people. Well, you remember an old classic was the Birds.
The Birds.
Birds were these birds.
Alfred
Hitchcock movie, and the birds, they were flying around attacking people. I remember you ever notice the women in these shows? They have this really loud, screechy scream that they do, and it's like every one of them is like, here goes the ear-piercing scream that they come out of, So it was
called Them.
Them. I don't know if I've heard of that one called Them.
Ants.
Oh, Big Ants.
Yeah.
And the 50-foot woman.
The Attack of the 50-foot woman.
Yeah, and he was feeding her milk. He had a milk can, which they're big, and she was drinking milk out of a milk can. In cases, Bob, you should watch Crypt TV on YouTube. I have heard of that, Crypt TV. I don't know if I've ever watched. I don't know. I might not. I'm not a big movie fan. Is the whole problem. I'm very, very selective in movies that I watch. But sometimes my trouble.
I have nightmares.
I don't. But sometimes they run too long, and I lose my attention. I have, what do you call it? Attention deficit disorder. I've never been diagnosed, but I know I have it because I can't keep focused on like a movie. I'm just off, and next thing I don't even know what's going on because I just don't get attention to it. So Ted says, I just remember the ending of The Mist. It was terrible. The whole family was sitting in the car and they're counting bullets, saying how they can kill each other, and the whole family gets executed except for their only couple missing minutes, or a couple minutes wrong. So yeah, that would be. Oh, and father, and then the military shows up like 20 seconds after it all happened. Wow. So I do think I seen that. I really do. I think I seen that. It was on one of those late night shows, It's like, yeah, that's like, oh my God, that's crazy. Some of those movies. Well, what was we watching? Oh, that was that new show. Wasn't any good? It's called 911 last night. I didn't like it, but because it's too much drama. I thought it was more about 911 calls. But this guy was opening up a sewer, what do you call those manholes, and gases would come on and exploded, and there was people who was in a swimming pool, and it blew his leg or arm off, and boom, this arm come flying down into their swimming pool. Kind of gross, but funny. It was like
it's like the old TV show Emergency. It's a bit kind of similar to that.
Yeah, like
which we love.
But it's too much drama and not enough emergency. They ruin it with all the behind stories. Final Destination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. I'd have to be reminded of it, what it is about, but I remember the name.
I think they're raptured. I think.
Oh, they're raptured. Okay.
Pilot and everybody are raptured.
Well, that would be
right?
That would be interesting. Mm-hmm. That would be very interesting on them.
I think we've seen it.
So yeah, right now the new shows are coming on. The fall season's starting. I don't know about over in the United Kingdom, but over here they are. Tonight, one of our favorite shows is Big Bang Theory, and the new one is Sheldon. And they're both new tonight. They come on at 8 o'clock here, our time, so that they'll have their new series there. That's one of my favorite shows on TV. I loved Roseanne, but I don't know, this stupid country we have that she says one thing and they blow it all out. So Roseanne won't be on, but there will be one called The Connors, and they're going to kill Roseanne. She's going to die. So it's like they take that was a great show, and I have a feeling that The Connors won't last. So
she opened her mouth and they canceled the show.
Nobody's allowed to say nothing anymore, on it. Final Destination. So Crypt TV, short horrors, and they're only like 3 minutes long. Well, that wouldn't be so bad, like a 3-minute. Oh, Walking Dead, that was cool. I remember the old Walking Dead ones. Those were pretty neat.
Show. The Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Night of the Living Dead, But The Walking Dead. I think I watched some of The Walking Dead too. All right. This is all coming up for Halloween's coming up. We'll soon be getting in October and we get into Halloween. UK says we have the Big Bang Theory. I don't watch it since it has nothing to do with the Big Bang. Oh, it's very funny though. It's a hilarious show.
It's a funny show.
It's one of our favorites, and it's Big Bang Theory. We blew up from a rock. We might have, So, anyways, Night of the Living Dead. It was a classic. Yeah. There's so many of those. They come to my mind on it. Zombies. All stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you know something?
Anybody like to go to those Halloween horror shows, type things? What do you call it? Haunted houses.
Haunted houses. Anyways, I was just saying that all the movies, they're fun, but they're all stupid. And here we got Elmer Fudd, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting for stupid people. I love these old cartoons. I got a bunch of those and stuck them up today. I tell you, Elmer Fudd wouldn't have a hard time finding them in today's world.
It was always fun, great when the cartoons were on before the movies.
They used to do that. Used to go to the drive-in theater. They'd have cartoons at the drive-in. Ted says, yes, October, my favorite time of year. I always liked Halloween. Halloween was fun. Years ago, I used to have a big Halloween party every year, and I haven't done that for years. But dressing up and stuff and acting crazy, it was just a lot of good fun, I always enjoyed it. We went to Rocky Horror Picture Show. They have that here in town every year during Halloween. And you had never been to one, had you?
I had not.
And we went. I had been to it one other time. It's stupid crazy, but it's
Funny.
If you go, I'd say go once. It wasn't something. They used to run that every weekend for years. I wouldn't go every week, but to go see it one time was fun. UK says the Big Bang was not an explosion, but a rip in space-time that collapsed on itself and expanded in a second. so it was a bam. Actually, this I'm drinking here is a spicy V8. When I talk, my throat gets sore, and the spicy seems like it helps when I'm talking too much. And during these chats, I talk a lot. So anyway, we got off on a lot of interesting shows and stuff tonight on it. That was kind of fun. UK says in less than a second, the universe was made. Well, that's a theory. I don't believe it's the right one, but it was a theory. The right one's God made the earth, but everybody can believe what they want. But the real one is God made the earth. All right. But I do believe there's other planets out there, if not God. Yeah, God made it. There's other planets. I believe that, and I believe there's life on other planets. Ted says, have you ever went to Universal Studios during Halloween season? No, I haven't. I've watched a lot of, YouTube videos on the universe. It's so daggone expensive. It's ridiculous expensive to go. But I think Universal Studios would have the best one. And, yeah, you're right, UK. In fact, it must be God. You're right. But yeah, I think Universal is the best best one because actually they had there's one, I think it's called Cary. There's a town in Ohio called Cary, Ohio, and the Universal Studios portrays one of their scenes from Cary, Ohio. And I looked up a little bit of it, but they've used that, I think, for several years. That produced one of their scenes, but
oh really?
yeah, if you look up Cary, Ohio, I think it's C-A-R-Y, Cary, Ohio. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Get to the right thing here. I think it's C-A-R-Y, Cary, Ohio. Cary. Let's see if that. This doesn't. I got the right one, but I don't think I'm getting the right thing. Let's see if I can get Universal. Cary, Ohio, Universal Studios. Here we go. Let's flip this over so I can share it with everybody. Alright, Cary, Ohio. It's a haunted town of Cary, Ohio, and they feature it in the Universal Halloween Horror Nights. And I got that. Tim Tracker does that. He talked about that. It says many towns across America are home to haunted houses and locations, either spooky, cemetery, or site of a terrible tragedy. It's based on unexplained phenomenon or spirited sightings. There's a town that stands out in the Rima horror happening. It's the village of Cary, Ohio, and they have this set up here at the Universal Studios during Halloween Horror Night. So I just learned that here this year on it. So just an interesting thing. I don't know what the scene's like or anything on it, but I just found out that one was based, from Cary, Ohio on it. So yeah, I just learned that myself. So that was interesting, UK says he was like, screw this, I want things to change and I want to invent space and time, and I know that it's possible because everything's already here and probably already happened. God just didn't know when to start and that's when it happened. So yeah, I believe that God made other planets. I don't think we're the only one out there. I think there's UFOs. In fact, I've seen something and it was unidentified and it was flying. So it was fortunately a UFO. Me and my sister saw it years ago, and I was out riding my motorcycle and saw this big red and white thing, and nobody believed us. I still don't believe it because I'm full of crap sometimes, and so is my sister, and sometimes we were joking around, but they still didn't believe it, but we did see it, Isn't it like 11:30 at night? Where are you at? Yeah, I think it's late for UK. I think you're coming. And good thing we're talking about night movies. It fits UK's time just right, for the usually those movies came on 11:30 or so, right after the news or somewhere in that neighborhood on it. This Bengali, he comes on Saturday night early, like 8 o'clock. Yeah, on it. Yeah, because I won't. Yeah, if it's over by 10, I can watch it. If it's not over by 10, I'm not watching it. There's a new show on tonight too called. That's the one where that planes. Was that called Manifest?
Is that on it?
It comes on at 10 o'clock, so I won't watch it. But if I can find it streaming somewhere, I'll watch it. Where these airplane had missed for something like 10 years or something. They would come missing, and it's a show about that. I don't know if it'll be any good or not. I hope it'll be good. I keep hoping that we get some good new shows, but
what's the drama
that
drags out?
Right, and then I lose interest in it.
I like drama. I don't mind it.
I don't like drama. I lost it, and I don't know what's going on. It's like they start talking about all their stuff. I go, what are they talking about now? I just totally lose it.
That
so
Emergency, you liked it, but not all the
drama. They could have made it a half-hour show and been enough, but they had to put in all that drama.
You like comedies,
and I basically like half-hour shows because I have a short attention span. You got to get to it. Yeah, that's mine. But I'm old. It's like I'm old. So anyways, so yeah, UK, you're is it past your bedtime? What's normally your bedtime, UK? We generally.
We know we have to get up and go to work.
Yeah, we go to bed 10 o'clock. Get up. I get up between 4 and 5, but you know, UK says I must go. Sorry, Bob, but I'm glad I could be here. And good night. That's what I was thinking. UK, I'm glad you come by, and I had to share my glass with you. I thought that was pretty cool because I believe that's the town you're from. South. What did we say it was from?
South Yorkshire.
South Yorkshire, and I didn't know if you knew anything about that beer fest or anything or not, so I thought I'd share that with you tonight. So, good night, Ted. We'll see you again on Monday, or be on Thursday. UK. I said Ted, didn't I? Good night, UK. See how I do? Because my mind don't go. My mouth goes faster than my mind. So tell Cuckoo Chicken I said night. Cuckoo Chicken says good night, well, good night, UK. And good night, Gracie. So anyways, we'll see you on Thursday morning, 8 a.m. our time on it. So I kind of getting talked out myself, so I think we're going to go ahead and cut it off here today. Glad to see everybody come aboard, and it was kind of fun talking about the different movies and movie hosts and those old time stuff. So that was kind of interesting chat tonight. A few people are missing tonight. I don't know where Seven's at, and Tammy's not on tonight, and yeah, Jeff's not on tonight. So
you can Ted, so that was cool.
But glad to see everybody come on board there. Hey, if anybody's watching this later on, you got a comment, leave a comment. We'll talk about it later on too. So if you enjoy it, give us a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all our subscribers there, because without subscribers, wouldn't have nothing new. I'd be talking to myself. So
we've been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Yeah, there's many times nobody was on. You know, that was. But I love it when you guys come aboard and join in the chat. It makes it fun on it. So that's pretty much for tonight. We'll see everybody again. The next chat will be Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, or Eastern Time. I always say Central Time because so many people are from the Central, but 8 a.m. Eastern Time. So hope to see everybody then. If not, everybody have a good Monday evening, and we'll see you guys on the next chat. So have a good night.